In 1,095 days, humanity will face a crisis we've known about for decades but chose to ignore. By 2028, antimicrobial resistance will cross a threshold we cannot reverse, multiple pathogen classes at 60 to 100% resistant. Last resort antibiotics, failing. Healthcare systems collapsing under the weight of untreatable infections. The question isn't whether this will happen. The question is whether we'll be ready. COVID-19 exposed our weakness. Fragmented surveillance. Delayed responses. Political posturing over evidence. Preventable deaths are counted in millions. We said never again. But today, in 2025, our global health infrastructure is still built on the same failed architecture, reactive, siloed, blind to emerging threats until they become catastrophes. The frameworks exist: the Pandemic Agreement, the Global Health Equity Initiative, the Global Hub for Epidemic Intelligence, and AI governance standards. But they operate separately, unintegrated, unable to prevent what's coming. For the first time in history, we have simultaneous convergence, legal foundation, strategic justification, governance standards, operational infrastructure.
This alignment is rare. This window is closing. Political momentum exists now. In 18 to 24 months, priorities will shift. Funding will be diverted. This opportunity to operationalize integration before the crisis will be gone. We have the tools. We have the frameworks. What we lack is the courage to connect them. Dr. Maya AI represents the missing link, real-time epidemiological intelligence that doesn't wait for human reporting delays, political negotiations, or bureaucratic processing. Co-color-coded symptom analysis, instant pathogen pattern recognition, predictive outbreak modeling, not replacing doctors, not violating sovereignty, not concentrating power. Empowering every nation with the same intelligence capability that only wealthy countries currently possess. Imagine, a mother in rural India describes symptoms to DR. Maya, within seconds, patterns are analyzed against global data. If those symptoms match an emerging resistance pattern seen in 15 other countries, alerts trigger, not in weeks, but in hours. National health teams make their own decisions. But now those decisions are informed by real-time global intelligence, not outdated reports and political delays. This is the difference between prevention and crisis management. The mathematics are brutal and clear. Act now, 2025 to 2028, $600 to $800 million investment. Wait for crisis, 2028 to 2035, $2 to $3 billion, plus catastrophic consequences. Do nothing. $4 to $5 trillion in global costs, millions of preventable deaths, healthcare system collapse, economic devastation, geopolitical instability, return on investment, 5,000 to 8,000%. This isn't speculation. These are documented trajectories. The pathogens are already resistant. The timeline is already running. The crisis point is already set. The only variable is our response. The pathway is clear. Phase 1. WHO recognition, Sentinel deployment in 10 countries, data governance established, foundation built. Phase 2, expansion to 50+ nations, integration with the WHO epidemic intelligence, training, protocols, simulations, capacity developed. Phase 3, UN approval, formal designation, critical mass deployment covering 1 billion people. The system is operational before crisis escalation. By Q2 2028, humanity has real-time pandemic defense, or we face 2028 with the same fragmented systems that failed us in 2020. To the leadership at WHO, the UN Security Council, and health ministers worldwide, this is not a request for consideration. This is a documented choice between two futures. The frameworks are aligned. The technology is validated. The timeline is urgent. The cost of waiting is civilization-threatening. Dr. Maya AI is not an experiment. It's operational infrastructure that can be deployed now, while we still have time to prepare rather than react. The question history will ask is not whether we had the tools to prevent catastrophe. The question will be whether we dare to use them. The 2028 crisis is coming. The only choice is whether we meet it with integrated intelligence or fragmented chaos. The clock is running. What will you choose?